there, good looking. Join me for this all strength workout. That is right. There is absolutely no cardio in this workout. However, we will strengthen the muscles, connective tissue, and the bones with this workout. Now listen, you need some equipment. So I would love for you to grab a pair of heavy, moderate, and light dumbbells. For reference, I have a pair of 20s, 15s, and 10s. Yep, I'm challenging myself today. And I also would love for you to have access to a chair or a weight bench. All right, let's go get started. Hello there. Hey, I'm PJ from fitnesswithpj.com as well as over50fitness.co. Now before we start lifting, if you're watching this video on the YouTube platform, click that subscribe button so I can get more workouts your way. If you're enjoying this ads-free though on Over50 Fitness app, head to our private community after the workout so you can let me know what you thought. Now we're going to start our warm-up down on the ground. I know, right? Hey, I already got you lying down. This is already the best workout ever. But on all fours for me, please. Wrists under the shoulders, knees apart underneath the hips. Draw the belly button in and extend your right leg and the opposite arm. Now when we extend the opposite arm, thumb points up. Good. Now bring everything in and touch the knee right underneath the belly and extend back out again. Once you've seen me, I want you to line your neck up with your spine. We're warming up your spine here, glutes, shoulders. So we're starting this workout out with a mobility Tabata. This is the first time I've done this, and it's because those of us over the age of 40, yes, we need to work strength, but we also need to hit the mobility. So once we finish the warm-up, one more here, we'll get into that. Here we go, other side. So tap the knee, extend the arm and leg. Don't overarch the spine, so we're just extending both arm and leg until they're parallel with your floor. Again, once you've seen me, tuck your chin in, neck is long, thumbs pointed up to the ceiling on that hand. Perfect. Last 3, 2, one more. 1. Wrist back under shoulders, tuck the toes under, lift the knees up a couple of inches, hold this for bear hover. Now if you're cool with this, I want you to bring the opposite shoulder or hand to shoulder without moving the body. That's not available to you, right? Tap the wrists or just keep your hands down. We have 4 more. Warming up quads and core here. 3, 2, one more. Excellent, lower down. Left hand behind the ear, bring that left elbow down and then rotate and look up while you do so. Now getting into your T-spine and shoulder. Your other wrist is just slightly ahead of the shoulder. Last one. Excellent, here we go. Other hand, bring it in and rotate. One more. Beautiful. Straighten your right leg out. Bring your hands forward, rock forward, and sit back on that heel. Now this right toe is pointed towards me. Feeling this in the inner thigh, hip area. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Knee underneath the hip here. Toe pointed to me, rock forward, and now sit right back if you're able to onto that back heel. I'm going to go to my side so you can see. Last 3, 2, and 1. Come on up into a standing position. All right, we're going to start the first bit that I was telling you about, that mobility Tabata. First off, I want you to have your light pair of dumbbells close by to pop your heels up for the second exercise, all right? So have them positioned so that if you place your heels up, your heels are shoulder width apart. Not too wide, but not too narrow. Kind of like Goldilocks and the 3 bears, right? Not too cold, not too hot, just right. So that's where we want you. All right, now you're going to step away and just be really aware that you got a dumbbell behind because I don't want you to trip and, sprain your ankle. That's a workout killer. Now, I want you to mirror me. Step out this way, go really wide, push your hips rear. Good, now step out the other way. So we have 20 seconds of this, working mobility of the adductor, which tends to be really, or working flexibility of the adductor muscle, there we go, and mobility of the hip joint, which Tends to be tight when you're over 40. Well, let's do one more. Beautiful. All right, now place those heels up. All right, now we are going to come down. You've got to bend your knees. Go for it. Now drop right down. Bring the arms straight up. Lift the chest up and stand. Do it again. Down. Hips all the way down. All the way. Reach the arms up and stand up. Good. Down. Beautiful. Now by having the heels up, it helps out this movement. So I'm going to do no heels for the next round. You can keep your heels up or try it with me and see how that feels. All right, round 2 of 4, side to side lunges. Here we go. Step out wide, push your bum back. We want to really go deep with this. However, you should be able to bring your foot back to the other, so don't get stuck out here. If you're stuck out there, you've gone too deep. And we're hip hinging, so there's no rounding of the spine. All right, I'm going to try it with my heels off. It changes the movement dramatically, so give it a try if you want. Here we go. Come forward. Now bum all the way down. Heels on the ground. Lift up, step up, okay? Come down. You want to keep those heels on the ground if you're with me here. You can see my movement pattern changes quite a bit. I can't have myself so upright during that part, so working a ton of mobility. Time, side to side lunges, 3 of 4 rounds. So that guy, ton of mobility. Ankle, knee, hip, T-spine. It's a good one. Go. All of this is going to get us nice and warm too for the strength workout. Time. All right, so maybe heels back up. Maybe you preferred that and you could keep your form better. Here we go. Hip hinge, or bend the knees a bit for that hip hinge. Drop down, reach up and press up. Good. We go down. Grab onto the toes. Drop it. Up. Good. Do it again. Last time. Lift it up and release. All right, one more of each and then we begin the strength workout. So step it out wide, ready, set, go. Pushing the bum rearward like you're touching the wall behind you. See my new shoes? I know they're so white, they're so pretty. I've turned into Mr. Rogers. I have inside shoes now. These are my inside shoes. One more. Time. All right, I'm going to try no heels on the dumbbells for this final one. All right, so I'm going to bend my knees, so are you. Fingers underneath the toes, keep the heels on the ground, lift up, press up, woo, down. So for me, what's limiting me the most are my ankles. And we do need some good mobility in those ankles to perform good looking squats. So this is one way to train that. Whoa, push through the heels. One more. Come on. Press. Woo. All right, shake it out. Grab a sip of water. Make sure that you do have a chair or weight bench handy for the exercises that we're about to start, and we'll begin the strength portion. All right, keep sipping while I quickly show you the first 2 moves. We have 2 sets of them. We're rocking the dumbbell up. I have a 15, taking it down for a 1-arm squat pattern. Then we've got a 20-second recovery, and we add a rotation with a press, okay? It's a really good functional move. So let's try it. Ready? Take it down and up. Good. So when we're holding on to one dumbbell, that means the opposite side core, in particular your obliques, are really fired up. Now we'll add that rotational press after this full set. Chest is lifted. Now your feet can be shoulder width or slightly wider, but I wouldn't go wider than that. All right, I don't want to turn this into a wide squat. My other arm's just out there for some balance. Let's do one more here. Release. All right, we can drop the dumbbell. We have 20-second recovery. And then as mentioned, we are now holding the dumbbell same side, and then we rotate to the free arm side. And see how I rotate on that back foot? Good, and come back, okay? So knees are soft, and you want to pick this heel up. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and up. Woo, baby. So this arm and shoulder is already tired because it was up there for the squats. So if you're wondering, PJ, why are you doing this to me? It was programmed that way. So, there is a method to the madness, always. Here we go, add that rotation. 15 pounds is a lot on this one. Hopefully you're fatiguing yourself and challenging yourself. Oh, yeah. Let's do one more, up. Time. All right, so I want you to that point where you could not do another rep. So be honest with yourself. So let's switch arms. We start with a squat. Maybe you need to up your dumbbell. Maybe we can go a little heavier. Again, like I said, be honest with yourself. Here we go. Feet up planted, abs engaged, bum back. So on all of these exercises for the strength circuit that we're performing, we have 2 rounds. 40 seconds on the clock, 20-second recovery. We're only on the ground once, and we stay down there for all 2 rounds. So I'm also aware a lot of you don't like to go up, down, up, down. Sometimes we have to, though, just to be able to hit the right muscles. We have to manipulate gravity with our body. That's why sometimes I have you up, down, up, down. Not because I'm a jerk. Well, I can be, but time. I can be what they call a sass hole. That's what they've nicked me on Instagram. I love it. Sassy, and you know what the hole stands for. All right, here we go. We've got rotational press. So we're going to lift that leg and maybe practice, right? Lift that toe, rotate as we press up. Here we go. Arm up and go. And then back to me. Do not go fast. If you can go fast, again, we don't have heavy enough weight. This is a strength workout. I want about 10 to 12 good-looking reps. Oh boy. Might only get 8 good-looking reps on my end. Nah, we got this. We got this. One more. Time. Woo! And that is pure shoulder and tricep too. Our legs aren't helping on that, so that's a tough press. And then we add that rotation to work into the different dynamic planes that the body moves in. So functional movement. All right, second set, we go back to the other side. You rack the dumbbell up, get the feet positioned. We start with our squat. Chest up, head up. Good. So if you're looking down, that's going to mean that the upper back could round. I want you to actually look up, and maybe what I cue people is where the wall and the ceiling meet. It tends to be the best eye line for a squat pattern, and you'll keep your eyes up there. Last few reps. Time. All right. Bring the dumbbell down just so we can finish this final rotational press off with good form. Woo. Again, a little longer rest break in this because I want this to be a pure strength workout. So make sure you're lifting heavy enough. All right. So we've got rotational press. You're rotating to this side. Lift the toe. Up. Press. Pivot back to me. Good. Now think about exhaling as you press up. Excellent. Now your trunk is strong. Once again, a lot of core being involved because A, we've got one dumbbell only. B, we're pressing it away from the body. Oh boy. Let's get one more in, you guys. Come on, one more. Oh, time. Woo! Well done. Well done. So, other side, we start with that one dumbbell squat. Get those feet set up. And if they are shoulder width or a bit wider, remember you want the knees turned out slightly. So when you bend the knees, the toes turned out slightly. So when you bend the knees, the toes track. Let's go. So we don't want the knees coming in. Ideally, if you had no shoes or socks on, which I would never do because these shoes are way too cute, so I got to have them on. But if you were to have shoes or socks, your knees would be tracking with the second toe. All right, and that means that we've got the best position for the knee joint there. So if your knees bother you with lunges, that's the first thing I want you to look at. Where are those knees going as you squat down? For some, they're going to go in. We don't want that. Woo! Keep this dumbbell off the shoulder. Use the shoulder and the arm only. One more. Time. Whew. All right, rotational press, and then we'll grab the partner to whatever heavy dumbbell you have and hit the mats for some chest presses. You know, my heart rate's 125 right now for strength, so it will get up there. Ready? Here we go. Pivot, rotate, square yourself to me. Breathe. Good. Breathe. Oh, definitely I am right arm dominant, which is funny because I'm left-handed. But this left side of mine is not quite as strong. How are you doing with your lefts and your rights? Yeah. Okay, one more. Time. Woo! All right, so we're into chest press now. I'm going to use 20s. You do what's going to fatigue you. Take yourself down on the mat. Heels close to the bum. Elbows lined up with the shoulders and then slide them forward ever so slightly. Press the dumbbells up, lower down, arms hit your mat. Good. Now if you want to add a bit more, push your heels into the ground and lift your hips up so you're performing a bridge while we also do the press. Now we have 2 rounds here, so it's back-to-back chest press, but we do get that 20-second break in between. Once again, slow and controlled. We're looking between, 10 to 12 good-looking reps. Time. Whew. All right. Bring the dumbbells down. Give the arms a bit of a breather. Just one more round here, and then we'll stand. All right, let's start getting set up. Elbows lined up with the shoulders, and then slide them forward slightly. Hips up. If you like, press. Now, when you press, you want to straighten the arms completely, and the dumbbells end above the chest, not your head. Your breathing pattern. Exhale as you press up. That's the exertion. If you got it mixed up, don't worry about it. So long as you're breathing, that's the main thing, okay? Time. All right, standing. I'm grabbing onto my 15s. We have crossover lunges. Remember, too, to bend the knees to get your dumbbells. All right. Feet hip width apart. We're staying with the same leg. So mirror me. Step this one behind and go into a crossover. And then the same one again. All right. Ready? Go. Now, I find a lot of people who have sensitivity in the knees due to lunges find crossover lunges easier to do. And if that's you, it's because you're using more glute on a crossover lunge than quad. So take it down as deep, though, as it feels comfortable for you. And you are stepping across that midline of the body behind you, trying to get that back knee down to your ground. Upper body is quiet. Time. Okay, get yourself set up. We've got the other leg in less than 10 seconds. And again, stepping across the midline of the body in 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, as you step across, still keep yourself squared to me. So sometimes I see this happening, people really opening up their body. You want to still stay squared to me. That hip, knee, and toe pointed to me on that working leg there. Oh, yeah. This is getting tough. How about you? Again, I hope it is time. Because if it is, that means you're lifting heavy enough. All right, we got one more of each, and then we're moving on. So this workout is perfect whether you are just starting out in your fitness journey or if you are advanced. Here you go. 3, 2, 1, step across. Because the movement patterns are basic and functional in nature, so anyone can do them wherever you are in your fitness journey. It's the weight that you are lifting that's going to change it. All right, so beginners, you may be at body weight. That may be enough. All right, advanced people, you may at 20, 25 pounds a hand. So get one more in. All right, shake out that leg. Other side coming up. And then we move on to a new series of moves. Okay, nice and tall on that spine, stepping across the midline of the body. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So just to get you mentally prepared, you will need access to that chair or weight bench for our next grouping of moves. Let's do one more. And release. All right, so let's get your chair, bench set up. Take a lighter weight. I'm going to put my 15 on the chair, and then I want you to take a heavier weight. I'm using my 20. From here, hip hinge, one hand on the bench, so you've got 3 points of contact with your body. Elbow comes up for a row. When you do the row, elbow's just coming up to your body, and then you slowly return it back to center. Taking it slow and controlled. Neutral spine, so we're bracing ourselves slightly with this front arm, but you're using a lot of core to hold this spine. Think about an exhale as you pull up, slow return back home. Working back muscles, rear delt and bicep, and in 10 seconds we'll grab a lighter dumbbell and just work the bicep in this same arm. So you pay attention, you do not want to change arms. One more. Time. Woo. All right, so don't change arms. Grab onto something a little lighter. I'm going to try 15, see how it goes. Once again, we're working single arm, so what does that mean? That is right. The opposite side, obliques are fired right up. Here we go. Let's do a curl. Slowly lower. Don't swing the arm. Use just your bicep. This one exercise is one of the reasons why I can't work out in public gyms, because this is what I see. Okay, this is slightly exaggerated, but that's what I see. And it drives me nuts. So I want you to use your bicep, no other muscle, and no momentum. Now those are our moves. When the timer goes, we go back to that 3-point dumbbell row with the other arm. Once again though, making sure you can feel the muscles being trained, and the last rep here is hard. All right, so switch out the weight if you need to. We want that hip hinge, that neutral spine. All right, that's important when we're doing any sort of forward action with the body. Okay, let's start getting set up. Wrists underneath the shoulder. We've got your feet apart. I'm off to the side of my bench, and I row up and slow return home. So here's a true story. I accidentally slammed a door in my hand the other day, 4 days ago. I thought, both Larry and I thought that my knuckle was broken. It was pretty bad. It still is pretty bad, but I can hold on to a dumbbell. Larry thinks I'm crazy, weight training, but it doesn't hurt. If it hurt, I wouldn't do it. But I'm going to sing and praise the power of icing. Let's do one more here. All right. 20-second recovery, and then that same arm bicep curl. So I iced, this whole hand is completely bruised, but I iced it immediately and then continued on for like 24 hours. And this swelling is almost down. It's amazing. Man, did it hurt though. Okay, here we go, curl. You know where you feel sick to your stomach hurt? Yeah. Did you swear, PJ? No, actually, I didn't, because it hurt that much. My brain didn't even have time to process the F word. It was all an accident, but but again, if you hurt yourself and you can still train, try it out. But it shouldn't hurt it more, all right? So just train smart. It's taken me 52 years to figure that out. Learn from me, little grasshopper. Time. Oh, goodness me. All right, so we've got one more each, and then you want to stick around because I have an awesome little finisher for us. So I'm going to take myself so I'm a little off to the side of my chair. So this arm can freely dangle right through the side there of the chair, and then hip hinge, knees soft, and row up. Once you've seen me, neck in line with the spine. I try my hardest to give you auditory cues so that you can line your spine up, not necessarily crane it to look at me in the screen. This is actually one of my chief complaints with trainers that have workouts either on YouTube or other platforms, and they just play music. They don't verbally cue. One more. Time. All right, that same arm, so we're not switching for our bicep curl. So brace yourself. All right, not swinging. Remember, we don't want to be like one of those apes in the gym that starts swinging. And 3, 2, 1, and go. I am generalizing that it's usually men that do that, but it's not. I've seen a lot of poor form with women as well. Last time with this arm. So this should be getting tough. Like right now, I'm kind of questioning whether I can finish the set properly with this weight, and that's where I want you. I want you questioning your sanity and your life choices right now. If not, we need heavier weight. Time. All right. Other arm. And like I said, we want to stick around to the end. We got some great finishers set up. Shake out the grip. For me, it's the grip because of the heavier dumbbells I'm holding. Well, for you, it might be the wrists. All right, let's get set up. Neutral spine. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and row. Last 10 seconds. Once again, this is where it should be starting to get really challenging. Time. All right, you can put that heavy down. We've just got the bicep curls. Grab a sip of water and then on to the finisher. Dumbbell in hand. Root yourself. All right, not swinging, taking this arm, curling it up, and go. Ooh, yeah, questioning life choices right now. This is good stuff though. The muscles, they need to be overloaded in order for us to break them down, and then it's in the next 24 and 48 hours that they will rebuild stronger. So that's how you get stronger. One more, come on. Time. Nicely done, you. All right, grab a quick sip of water, and then we're moving on to that final finisher. All right, take a sip of water, like I said. We're moving into 3 rounds of 2 different movements. Side lateral raises for 10 reps, and then seated, single arm behind the head extensions. So you start here, and you go and extend. Okay, I want it seated because I want you to try to go a little heavier, and seated tends to be a little bit more low back friendly. All right, so I'm going to try my 15s for that. So you may hear me whining, and then 10s for my side lateral. All right, so side lateral is standing nice and tall in the spine. It's 10 reps on my go. You ready? 1, 2, 3, and go for 10. Arms only going to shoulder height. 9, right out to your side, not in front of the body. 8, they might go slightly in front. That's cool, but not right in front. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, that's tough. All right, right hand, bring it behind. Okay, ready? And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. See the faces I'm making? 1. I want you to make the same faces. I want them that hard. Other arm, start behind the head. Ready and straighten. 1. We have 10 on this side. 2, you may find an imbalance. You might have to drop down on one arm. That's totally cool. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9, 10. All right, put that down. Grab your other dumbbells. And side lateral for 10. Round 2. Go. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, right arm. Start with it bent, and hit your head like me, and straighten for 1. 2, whoo, there's a YouTube moment. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, and behind the head, 10. Whew. Fun, right? Here we go, left arm. Start behind the head, elbow pointed up, and go for 1. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it down. Final round. Side laterals. Here we go. And 10. Breathe. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. I'm glad that one's done. How about you? All right, I'm just going to turn my chair so I'm facing you for this final round. Right arm, so you won't be mirroring me. Start behind the head. 1, 2, it's pretty funny when I hit my head, it didn't even hurt. 3, concrete. 4, 5, 6, no brains, just cement. Oh no, I lost count. Oh crap. What are we on? Are we on 9? Let's say it's 9. 10. Ooh, judging by my tricep, I think we were there. All right, other side. Ready? Start behind the head, and I won't talk. I'll just count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Ha-ha! Good job, you. All right. Dumbbell off to the side. How about we stretch out those triceps? All right. Take your left arm, place it behind the head, and just gently push that elbow down with the other hand, again gently, and then lean away so we get a little into the lat muscle as well. So once again, this was a pure strength workout, starting with a mobility Tabata. And with that mobility Tabata, we did get everything warmed up for our squats and our lunge patterns. I focused on movement patterns that hip muscles that tend to be a bit weaker as we get older, such as our rotational presses, our rowing action for our back and postural muscles, and then our triceps, the muscle behind the arm. Let's do the other side, and then lean away. We'll do a few stretches, and how about we stay seated? If you're on a bench, this is going to work too, but we'll stay seated for these, or use the chair and the bench for these. Whew, shake it out. All right, now interlace the hands behind the head. If you can, if you got a back to your chair, you're going to push your bum right back, and now just let your upper body drape over the chair. If that's not possible for you, you'll just lean back through, trying to lean back through the upper back, pressing the chest up towards the ceiling. And this is going to stretch into the pecs as well as get a little extension into the T-spine. And release, slide yourself away from the back of your chair. Left arm across, thumb up, press in for a rear delt, upper back stretch. While we're holding these stretches, just a little backstory if you want to work more with me. If you want to stay on YouTube, if YouTube is your platform of choice, come and join us on Patreon. It's due to that amazing community that we can keep these workouts up on YouTube. The information's down in the description. Other side, if you're close to 50 or over, and that includes those of you in your 60s and 70s, come and join us on Over 50 Fitness. You'll have access to all of my workouts, ads-free, as well as 11 other amazing instructors. And there's a free 14-day trial down below. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to show you a really nice hip flexor stretch that is also fantastic if you find that being on your knees for traditional hip flexor irritating to the knee. Come to the side, whatever leg is on the outside, you're going to kick it back. You can hold on to the back of your chair or the side of your bench and then walk that leg back and then lean back slightly until you feel that nice beautiful pull in the hip flexor. Then inhale that arm straight up, separating rib from hip, and then add a little lean to get into side body and TFL. So a great stretch, as I said, if placing it being on the knees, kneeling irritates the knees, even when you double up your mat, here's a workaround for you. And please remember, there's workarounds for everything. It may not look exactly like the actual original exercise that we got to work around, but there are workarounds for everything. And let's go the other side. So please don't force yourself into a movement that doesn't feel good. Walk the hand back. Good. Now lean back. Inhale, arms straight up. Exhale, lean. We're here to strengthen your body in a caring way, not beat it into submission. So make sure the movement feels good for you. If it doesn't, reach out. As I said, there are thousands of movement patterns out there. We'll find one that works for you, and that'll get you strong. Release, standing. Right leg on top of the bench or chair, hip hinge, come forward, feel that pull into the hamstring for those crossover lunges we did, and just because most of us have tight hamstrings. Now, if you're watching this in real time, I want you to head over to my website if you're not part of Over 50 Fitness or Patreon. And again, website info is down below because I'll be running a free challenge in September. It's going to be awesome, but you got to sign up for it. So again, the info will be on my website. Link is down below. Other side. But if you're part of Patreon and part of Over 50 Fitness, I got you covered. I already signed you up. Sorry if I didn't ask. Just the way we roll. And release. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to reading your comments below, and I look forward to seeing you next workout. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. If you are joining me on Over 50 Fitness and it was so close, but not close enough. But because I have a ton of workouts, I want to head your way. Head your way? Is that a thing? Maybe it is. It doesn't make sense to you? It's too fucking late now. Damn it. Oops, forgot to put the timer on. Fudge. Fudge. Pretty good, right? Restrained myself.